back to Couch Style Tuning. Today's episode, I'm going to fit a new gasket to the Nissan. Hopefully this will stop the leak. Right, as you can see, I've actually put on the original exhaust manifold. As this one I made a while ago, it's still leaking from the inner joint in here. So I'm going to have to cut all this apart and re-weld all that. It's becoming a bit of a pain, so I might even scrap this idea and get a stainless one made. So when I was in the market for a 4-branch for a C18, give me a message, come to some sort of arrangement. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to loosen the two 13mm bolts at the bottom here, which is the actual cross member brace, remove the actual stud nuts, and put on some grip washers. So hopefully this will stop this from coming loose, and new gasket should hopefully stop the leak. There you go. Pull all this old gasket sealer off. As you can see, the old gasket is pretty much knackered. Tried to seal it with some exhaust paste, but you get to a certain point, the thing you can do is stick them in the bin. Right, I'll get a scraper, clean all this off. That's the area all cleaned up. Just slide the gasket in place. Lift up the manifold. The washers I'm going to be using, this hopefully should stop it from working loose. A special 2-piece grip washer, if you can see that. Actually, I've got grip edges on the outside and on the face, and in between there's a special grip, so when they join together they tighten up. It shouldn't come undone. Some all tightened up, new gasket in place. So do the test that in a while, make sure it's all okay. I'm going to move on to something interesting now, do a little bit more polishing and cleaning. Get ready for the Rollhard show. Before I start to do any polishing, I'll give the panels a quick wipe down with a quick detailer, just remove any dust. It's not been very far since the MOT, so it's not too bad. I just want to refine a few little areas, just give them a bit of a mop, some scratches, get those out, and then I'll give it a coat of wax. I'm going to start with the boot lid, work my way forward. To remove any scratches, refine the paint a little bit, make sure there's no actual swirls, but it's pretty much swirl free. There's a few little bit of silicone pop here and there, which I'm not too worried about, 'cause I could always go over that again and they will go eventually. But just for the show, I'm going to remove some scratches and marks. I'm going to start with a Fast Cut Plus by 3M. A few spots of that. You can either put it on the pad or on the panel. I prefer to put it on the panel myself, but it's all down to preference. I'm using the green head, which is the cutting head. Let's move that around. Move that around. Starting on a slow speed. Cross pattern. Trying to cover the entire panel. Doing the sections. a wipe over, checking the work as you go. The swirls and scratches are out already. Alright, I'll do the two side panels. Then I'll give it a coat of sealer and a coat of wax. Scratch there, so if I can get that scratch out. Yes, improved it. Okay. Now next stage I'm going to be using a glaze, also Finesse Ultra Glaze. Hopefully should remove any or hide any very tiny scratches and improve the finish. So a small area at a time in a small circular pattern. The spoiler could really do with a repaint, because with it being rubber, it's actually moved quite a little bit underneath the paint, which I'm not particularly happy with. What I might have to do is actually get something like a fiberglass mould of this actual spoiler, or see if I can get an aftermarket one of the same dimensions or similar dimensions, just to give it a bit more of a professional finish. Okay. Leave that to cure for a few minutes and we'll buff that off. Now the glaze is cured, I'm going to buff that off with an ultra soft buffing pad, which is a black one, again at slow speed. Okay, so with a clean cloth, just give that a bit of a buff over, remove any excess. Okay. Next stage is going to be the Radiance Carnauba Cream by Finesse. Applied in the same way. The noise you can hear is the apples falling from my apple tree, obviously, onto the garage roof. Sometimes it scares the crap out of me. I will do after this to give it a coat of the actual paste wax, just to give it a bit of extra protection and extra gloss. Again, leave that to cure. Most essential tool when waxing any car is refreshments. Cheers. Right. Again, I'm going to use a soft pad just to buff this off. Wipe off the excess. So I get plenty of gloss on there now, you can see that. Nice reflections, a few little imperfections here and there, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's a car I do want to drive. It's not going to be a trailer queen. Next stage is a paste wax. So like an idiot I forgot to press record on the next stage, which is the Essence Luxury Wax. Just add an extra gloss level and protection to the paint. You don't need a lot, just a small circular overlapping motion. I've done the entire panel already. I'll just go over it again just for the camera. And then I'll leave this till it's cured on. I'll buff it off with a cloth, and that should be it for this panel. Okay, while that's curing, I'll just show you the bumper, which I'm not happy with at all. And I was actually going to repaint this before the show. I'm not going to have time now. Don't know if you can see that on camera. Lots of imperfections in here. Lots of silicone pop all along the top. I think it's basically because it was a plastic bumper and it's had years and years of back to black and the silicone and stuff put on there, and it's just generally eating its way through paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to sand all this back and repaint this, but again it's going to have to wait until after Rollhard. It doesn't look too bad from a distance, maybe 5-6 feet. Up close, if you're in the know and you like this sort of thing, then you're going to know it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, but I'm just going to have to live with it for this show. Okay, the wax should have cured by now. Give that a buff off, just by hand with a soft, again with the Finesse ultra soft cloth. These are really nice. Probably get a few more of these at the show, I think, just for finishing off. And then we continue with the rest of the car. Not too difficult, it's often really nice and easy. I do recommend doing one panel at a time, so the entire car. There we go, I should give it plenty of protection. There we go. We are cleaned, buffed, sealed and waxed. Not bad. Pretty happy with that. If you've liked this video, please like, comment and subscribe. If you're at Rollhard, please pop over and say hello. It'd be nice to put some faces to some names from Instagram, etc. And I hope to see you again soon. Cheers!